Hello, welcome to my channel, Kinesis. I am Kira. All you need today for this quick little ab-focused Pilates class is a mat. That's all you need. We are going to hit the abs really hard. We're going to do a little back strengthener and some side legs, and voila, there you have it, quick and simple. So, if that sounds good, then join me on the mat. We are going to start with some bridges. Strengthening the back of your body here, in particular the hamstrings and the glutes. So your feet are a little bit in front of the knees. Your knees, feet, and hips are all on the same railroad track. They are parallel. And we're going to begin by pressing the hands in the back of the arms into the mat, feeling that connection to the earth beneath you. Take an inhale. Upon your exhale, you start to tuck your tailbone and peel off the spine from the mat, coming up into your bridge position here without puffing the chest up. So we're really focusing on this being lifted, not this, not your rib cage. Feel the connection of your shoulder blades to the ground, the pressing of the arms and the palms into the ground and into your feet evenly. And then from there, we melt back down. Exhale, melt the upper back, the mid back, all of the vertebrae of your spine meet the mat once more. Take an inhale to pause. Exhale to roll up again, a little faster. Hold here. And we do our halfway pulses. Release your bridge halfway down. Exhale to lift. We're not rushing anything. We're going to do a slow burn workout today. So we're not doing anything particularly fast. We're really focusing on quality control instead of rushing with poor form today, every day really, but in particular today, that is our focus. Inhale and exhale to press. 5 more. Stay up, hold the hips high, feel the burn. Walk the left foot a little bit, just a little bit closer to your body and come onto the ball of that foot. We are going to do our pulses, our halfway pulses here. Focusing on that calf of that left leg a little more than the right leg. Finding that hip extension at the top, really opening the hips, engaging the glutes thoroughly. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shimmy the foot back, roll down through your spine, flop the knees out a few times, maybe a windshield wiper left and right, whatever you need before resetting for the other side. And then bring the legs back, come up into your bridge, and then bring the right foot a little bit closer to your body. You're on the ball of the foot. And we do our halfway pulses on the other side. Breath to movement. Feel those hamstrings and the glutes. Feel even pressure in the ball of your foot and the other foot. Engaging those inner thighs as if you are squeezing a small ball between your thighs and you don't want it to fall. 3 more and then hold it at the top. Hold. Walk the right foot back and roll down through the spine. Hug your knees into your chest and give me a little circular roll, releasing the lower back and the sacrum here. And then reverse the direction of your circles. Okay, legs come to tabletop, moving quickly through our flow today. They are super glued together and your arms are pressing down into the ground just like we did in our bridge. Take an inhale to prepare and an exhale to do a tiny pelvic tuck. I don't want a huge movement. I want it controlled. Tucking the tailbone, engaging those deep abdominals to initiate the lift of your pelvis off the mat. I want you to breathe a swift exhale every time you lift. We're preparing for our rollover. 2 more. Okay, so the rollover looks like this. Our legs are straight up to the sky. And then from there, we take an inhale to prepare, exhale to prepare. Upon the next inhale, you press into the arms. You roll up into a parallel position with the legs to the floor. And then you separate the legs just like hip distance apart. And you flex the ankles into dorsiflexion. And we exhale to roll down very smoothly, just like our articulated bridge. Upper back, mid back. Press into the ground with your arms. That will help. Low back. And then our legs meet back and come together with our ankles pointed. That was very slow. We'll do it a little faster here. You inhale to come up. Exhale to separate the legs hip distance apart, flexing through the ankles. And then you exhale all the way down with control. Inhale, the legs come together, point the ankles, bring them up. Exhale, separate and roll down. So it's a nice little massage, I think, for the spine. If you're doing it properly, you are staying out of your neck. You're not rolling into the neck. Exhale and roll down. And I'm going to have to move outside shortly because I have people coming home. So we're going to pause here and pick up outside. All right, so we are outside now. And we ended here. Now we're going to reverse our roll up. So same thing, but just different ankle work, okay? So before we were going over like this with our ankles together and our legs straight. Now we're going to stay here with the separation, hip distance apart, dorsiflexed ankles. We inhale to go over, pause, exhale, super glue the legs together and point the ankles as we exhale to roll down. We'll do 3 more like so. Separate and flex. Inhale over. Together you go, and you exhale and you roll down. One more coming up. Press into your arms and your palms. Those will help stabilize you in this position. So inversions are not good if you have osteoporosis or have had a back surgery. I should have led with that, but just so you know for the future. From there, we are going to hug our knees into the chest, roll left and right a few times, and continue with our ab work. Straighten the legs up. Ab curl, hold the back of your left calf or thigh, but never on the knee joint. And we do our sniff, sniff, exhale. Inhale for the sniff, sniff. Exhale to switch. The legs are as straight as you can get them. It's okay if they are not here yet. It's okay to have a soft bend in the knees to relieve your hamstrings. Curling that upper body so you are lifting your shoulder blades off of the mat. Your biceps are engaged and your elbows are wide. New variation, hands behind the head. Make a hammock for your head. Let the head be heavy into that hammock and your elbows are in your peripheral vision. They are not here. Now you're going to flex the ankles. We are not pulsing anymore. We are doing single stretches. No pulsing. Same breath. Inhale, exhale. Arms come beside you and keep going. Palms face each other. Hug the knees into the chest, roll down to the mat again. Back to tabletop, hands behind the head, make that hand hammock, curl up, exhale. From here, we're going to do our toe taps. So a simple toe tap crisscross variation, and we are going to build from level 1. This is level 1. Exhale, Inhale through center. Exhale to rotate. You can pause here to make it even easier. Just slow it down a little bit. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Or you can go faster. We're about to change things up. Keep moving your legs. Rotate towards me. Stay there and keep doing the toe taps. So an isometric rotational hold. Feeling the obliques a little differently maybe today. And other side, rotate to the other side. Keep your toe tapping movement going. Try to keep both of your shoulder blades elevated. If you really need to, you can rest that right shoulder blade here and then pick it back up when you feel ready. Back to center. Just hold your ab curl here. Toe taps. Keep doing your toe taps and bring your head, neck, and shoulders and arms down to the ground. Make sure you are feeling that neutral spine. Now we'll slow it down one leg at a time. Exhale down, inhale up to tabletop. Don't lose neutral. Engage your core. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe do a few hip circles, guiding the knees out and back in for a full circle. Other direction. A little mid-break. Things are going to heat up even more. So get ready mentally and physically. So that was our toe tap. Now we're going to do the full crisscross, hands behind the head, curl up, single leg stretch, stretching one leg away, bringing one knee towards you. Exhale as you rotate towards the opposite knee with the opposite shoulder. Quick sniff as an inhale as you come through center. Wringing out the spine. If you want a little harder, then flex the ankles and do your single straight leg stretch, your scissor legs, as you do your crisscross in the upper body. If you want even harder, then hold your rotation and scissor the legs, building upon what we already learned. And other side, rotate to the other side and hold. Scissor the legs, flex the ankles. And come through center. Put the hands on the back of the thighs, elbows are wide, flex the ankles, roll down, head comes down. Feel a stretch on the back of the legs here. Flex and point your ankles. Place the right foot down on the ground. Your hands are on the back of the left thigh. We're going to do climb a tree. Walk your right foot a little bit out. You can also do it here with a straight leg. So this will be easier. This will be a little bit harder with that leg straightened. I'm going to do it here, flexing through my right ankle. I'm going to walk up my leg, which is now my tree trunk, and to climb a tree, I could always have my knee be bent here as I do this, or straightened for a little harder. Elbows are wide, biceps are engaged, and I walk all the way down, articulating through the spine, just like we have been doing in this workout. Curling up, climbing the tree, tall spine, rolling down. Last one, now roll down. Arms are by your sides. And we're going to do our large leg circle variation. So flex through that right ankle. Point through the left ankle. Straighten the leg as much as you can, or maintain the same degree of knee flexion throughout if you cannot straighten it. So we inhale, we let the left hip rotate off the mat and to our right. We circle the leg down, one big circle, full range of motion, and out to the side, externally rotating the leg, meeting at the top. We're gonna do 3 more in that direction. Inhale away, towards your midline, I mean. Exhale away. Restack. Inhale, let that left hip rotate to the right. Pause here, your sacrum is squared on the mat for the end of the circle. 1 more. Now we reverse the direction, we go away on our inhale, and we exhale and we let the left hip move. Inhale away, Find center. Exhale, close the circle. One more after this. Before we go to the other side, hold the back of that left thigh and floss the leg up and down a few times. Hug the knee into the chest. Nice compression into the hip socket. Feel the lengthening sensation on the front of your right hip. The hip flexor muscles are getting nice and lengthened here. And then switch. Either your left foot is on the ground for your climb a tree. You can have it there. As you come up, remember you can also bend that right knee if you need to as you come up. Tons of options. Otherwise, you are straightening the left leg out, dorsiflexing, straightening the right leg, getting ready, and walking up. 3 climb a trees. Pause at the top. Find length in your spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and roll down. Bypassing the knee. We don't want to grab onto the knee as we are climbing our tree. It's a nice tender spot. We don't want to aggravate it with a lot of pressure. Last one. Roll down. And then we're going to do our leg circles on this side. Hands come down to the ground. Dorsiflex the left ankle, straighten that left leg. Nice grounded leg, point through the right ankle. And inhale across your midline, across that belly button. Your right hip pops off the mat. Bring it down low, square the pelvis down, up to the sky. And then finish your circle. As you exhale, you come up home. A few more. We're doing 4 total, each direction. Nice, huge range of motion at that hip. Working on our hip mobility today. One more. Pause at the top. Reset. Inhale away from you this time. And exhale, close to center. Nice pointed right ankle. One more. Inhaling for half of the circle, exhaling for half. Pausing at the top. Flossing the hamstring, holding, interlacing your fingers on the back of the right thigh. Lengthening the neck, even if you need to lift it up, that's okay. And set it back down by tucking your chin a little bit. You'll find more length in the back of your neck and less arching. Usually when your back gets tired and starts to arch, the neck will do the same. It kind of mirrors it because of the concavity that both of those joint structures share. So we want to try to lengthen both of them right now. Give yourself a nice little knee hug, deep hip compression. The deeper you compress that hip by hugging the knee in, the more of a stretch you should feel on the opposing hip flexors. Nice job. Roll onto your bellies here. We're gonna just do a little bit of back work. So get comfy on your bellies. Bring your arms out long, palms facing the sky, and your legs are as long as they can be, the top of the foot facing the ground. Engage your gluteal muscles and tuck your tailbone, pressing the pelvis into the ground. Pull the belly up towards your spine, and inhale, lift the arms up. And then continue your inhale to lift the upper back off the mat. Exhale, lower. So the inhale is initiated by reaching the arms down, back towards the feet, away from your shoulders. Away from your ears. Then you continue to lift only the upper and the mid back. We don't want to crane too much into the lower back. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Keep the neck lengthened. Your gaze is down on the mat, not in front of you. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Don't let your abs go. Adding on, lift palms face each other, and we go out and in, little pulses, working on the shoulders, strengthening the upper back, out and in. Now lift the legs, try to hug them towards each other more. Feel the inner thighs kick on, they are on and active. And now little circles, golf ball sized circles again. Reverse the direction. And now palms face down and we pulse up, up, up. Our reverse 100. The 100 is usually done with the belly facing the sky. Now we're doing our opposite version with our belly down. Long breath in, long breath out. One more in, one more out. Melt down to the ground. Release your chin to the right and then look to the left. One more each side. And then roll onto your side. We've got to end with our side legs today, of course. So I'm on my left side, you might be on your right. And come to the back edge of your mat for our banana split. So banana split, you're going to lay down with your palm up. That palm is up on the grounded arm. And your legs are long, they are an extension of your body. And then you have that kickstanding hand out in front of you. Feel a little space, we call it the mouse house. A little space that you could slide your fingertips under right here near the lower abs and above the hips. So we want that to be engaged. These obliques are pulling up towards your midline, towards your body. So we keep that neutral spine by keeping that space there so we don't slump and rock forwards or backwards. From there, from your lengthened position, we come into our banana by just lifting the legs and lowering them. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. We start here before building to banana split. One more lift and hold. Bring the top leg up, flex both of your ankles, banana split. If you want to make it a little harder, then reach, let's come down again, reach that right arm or your top arm, whatever that is, on top of your thigh, hover it, and then split the banana again. That's level 2. Level 3 is to bring that top arm up over your bottom arm and lift the head. If you want even harder, then that left palm comes down, maybe it's your right palm, and you lift a little bit using the lats more, maybe straightening the elbow. And if you want the hardest version, then you try to lift right here, and it's super hard. You can be here reaching that arm along your thigh, and then lower. I felt that immensely in my obliques. Before going to the other side, we've got to do 2 exercises here. So sitting up now, shaking it out. Okay, and resetting with the top foot, my right, your left if you're mirroring me, in front of the bottom, the back ankle. So you connect the top of this back ankle to the back of the front ankle, just like this. And you have that hand, that grounded hand, your right probably, in line with that front foot. If I were to trace a line, they are on the same track. I want to press away, press out from the ground and up. And then from there, this top arm, palm facing up, is here in this beautiful position. We're going to do a prep for side, for seated twist. So inhale, lift the hips, open the side body, exhale to lower into the same starting position. Inhale, open the hips, coming up onto that knee on the bottom leg. 2 more, 5 total. Last one. And lower. Now we do our full seated twist. I'll do it very slowly. We're gonna do 3 of them. We inhale and we lift in one sweeping motion. That bottom foot rotates, it pivots. My arm is reaching back to the opposite foot. See, right here? I can hover that back leg. I'm not supporting my body weight on that back leg, just my right leg and my left arm. From this position, I'm just going to hold for a second and then exhale to lower into the same starting position magically. I inhale, arc the arm up, inhale into my peak position with the hips up like a peak of a mountain. And now I'm gonna lift that back leg and I'm gonna circle it 3 times each direction. I really should not be relying on that leg to support me, so I should be able to lift it and move it. Point through that ankle, come back, down on your exhale. We've got one more challenge. Inhale, sweep the arm up, reach back, find that oppositional reach, and from here we raise and we hover onto the right ball of the foot, and we lower, hover, lower. Working the calf a little bit, trying to stay very light on that back foot, maybe even just barely on the toe to support you. And then if you want the ultimate challenge, you hold, and you try to lift that other leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And then we straighten the legs into our full side plank before going to our other side. Lift that top arm up to the sky. Hold a nice side plank, and we'll do 3 side bend twist. So the top leg, you could also come down onto a supported plank if you need to with that back leg. So we inhale, we rotate our sternum to the sky. We exhale, we press the pelvis forwards, and we just rotate the upper body, hand beneath the armpit, gazing down in that direction with our eyes. Inhale, the gaze traces that hand up to the sky. Exhale, rotate. Press the hips forwards. We're only rotating in the upper body. Our final one is a little bit different. Now we rotate the pelvis, kind of like the one we just did, but with both feet down, reaching to the opposite ankle, coming back to side plank, coming into your mermaid stretch, grabbing that back ankle, and finding your side bend. So essentially we're just going to do the other side and it will take us to the end. So I just have to remember everything we did, more or less, it'll be the same. And we will go there right now. Okay, let's test my memory. And move that twig. Okay, so you're lying on your side for our banana split, and you're one long line from your heels to your fingertips. Kickstand that front leg to help support you here. Rest your ear on the bicep, and we start by feeling that mouse house of space, feeling our neutral spine with our hips and our shoulders aligned, stacked, and we inhale to lift, exhale to lower, gluing the legs together the best you can. A few more of these, then we do our banana split, and I'll show you the different arm options again. Strengthening the side body. Finding balance and stability in this awkward position could be hard, but it gets easier once you ingrain these movements into your memory. Okay, lift, flex the ankles, lift the top leg. Even more. Strong position, pressing energy out through the heels. If you want to make it harder, reach that top arm and hover it. Reach it long towards the heels. Try not to rock like I'm doing a little bit. And then if you want to make it even harder, then bring that arm overhead. Even harder, lift the head. And then the last option is palm down. Come up onto that forearm here. Straighten the arm. Or the hardest version is here, reaching this arm long, taking an inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, lift the upper body. Whew, that elbow comes off the ground, palm is up towards the sky. That's the full expression of banana split. Oh my gosh, come back down. And we're moving on. Come up into this little prep position here with that forward leg in front, the back legs. Ankle is touching the heel or the back of the front ankle. Remember that track from the front foot to the hand. That's a good place to move from, good foundation. The hand is a little bit away from your shoulder, so you are somewhere to press up into. This top arm is delicately here, resting with the palm facing up. We take an inhale, we arc that arm up, We press onto that bottom knee and open our hips. 5 of these. Use your inhale to lift. Exhale to reset. Ingraining this breathing pattern into your mind now, because we have to use the same breath pattern in the full expression of this exercise. The seated twist, which is coming up soon after 2 more of these. Open the hips, engage the glutes. Okay, full expression. Take a breather. This is my harder side, so I have to really tell myself I can do it. Okay, tell yourself you can do it. I know you can. So from here, we're going to inhale, reach, pivot that back foot. We are weighting the left foot and the right arm, or opposite. If you're mirroring me, reaching back with the left arm towards that right weightless hovering leg. Feel very grounded in this piked position. And then we exhale to reset. Take a breather. Next one, we're doing our circles, 3 each direction. Inhale, lift, rotate. Weightless leg comes up and it circles 3 times. The bigger you make your circles, the more unstable you might feel. So keep it small if you need to. Small and controlled. 3 each way. Pause, reset, exhale, down. Now we have our super hard variation, the balance, on the ball of that grounded foot. So inhale, lift, pivot, just stay on that maybe big toe of the hovering leg to help you support your weight a little bit. And then we do the heel raises, coming to the ball of the foot on that grounded leg, the one that is weighted. If you want even more of a challenge, then lift, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Barely made it. Exhale, down. We are so close. I can see the finish line. It's right over there. But before we get there, we're going to come into our side plank for our side bend twist. One leg is forwards, the other one is behind. You always have the option of lowering one of the legs to make it easier. I might end up doing a few of mine from there because I'm really weak on this shoulder. So from there, rotate the sternum to the sky. Inhale, press the pelvis forward. Exhale, pelvis stays forward as you rotate the upper body. Inhale and twist. Exhale, inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale. The next one, you can rotate the pelvis. If you need to, you can cheat and bring that arm down, but you're reaching like this and you're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset your side plank. I'm coming down to the knee and that's okay. And then you come all the way down into your side bend mermaid, reaching the arm up. Breathing into your side and breathing into my right lung, filling it up completely with air. Then release the hand. And that's pretty much it. We are wrapping up our flow today with that side combo. So thank you again for tuning into Kinesis and joining me with this quick little intense mat Pilates flow today. Sorry, I'm outside and I'm feeling like I just need a cough all of a sudden. I promise it's not coronavirus. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Please check out my other videos and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.